For this third video, I want to briefly show you how to try and find somebody's device online. In the previous video I mentioned that when you're writing an award recommendation, if you know the person has a registered device, it's wonderful to mention the blazon for it, or to include a link to a file online with the emblazon. A quick explanation of the difference. The blazon is the written description of a device or badge. It's expressed in a formal heraldic manner. I'll give you an example of my own device. Quarterly sable invert, a bear's head erased, and a bordure argent. The emblazon is the visual depiction that was just written. In this case, it's right here. This wonderful image, care of Meister Conrad. To actually reach the SCA Armorial online, you'll want to go to o&a.sca.org. There's not an easy way to provide you a link to remember how to find it if you've forgotten it. Really, you just need to remember o&a.sca.org, bookmark it somewhere. It is possible to get to this link via the Laurel Sovereign of Arms page, that being the Society Herald at sca.org, but it's buried about 5 or 6 links down from the main SCA page. On the SCA Armorial Online, it provides 6 different search forms. This name search form you will not typically want to use. You have to provide the name exactly as it's recorded in the database. This is a lot like searching the order of precedence online on the Midrealm website without wildcards. You have to get the name exactly correct. The Armory description search form requires you to code your query in such a way that you're using the exact fields as written in the database. It's something you have to be very familiar with to do correctly. The Date Kingdom search form, see right here, this form is broken, broken, broken. Don't bother trying it until it gets fixed. And the complex search form, which is going to be all of the above combined. The two you're really going to want to use is the name pattern search form and the blazon pattern search form. And for this scenario, you're almost certainly going to want the name pattern search form, but I'll show you both. If you click name pattern search form, you can change these fields. Personally, I don't know that I've ever had to. I go ahead and just enter the name of the person that I'm looking up. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to use myself. If somebody was just like, man, you know, Bryn's got a device, I think, I'm going to go ahead and put in Bryn. They wouldn't even have to know Bryn Herleifson, Brynjolfur Herleifson, just Bryn. When you come back, there's been 9 registered items to 3 individuals. You would find, oh yeah, Brynjolfur Herleifson, that's the guy. It's helpful that there's 3 different kingdoms represented here. This will show you it was registered July of 2013 via the middle. And it will show you here's the blazon for my device. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show the other way you could find this. A blazon pattern search form. This would be, you've seen an image and you're trying to track something down. This is wonderful for, you have found a lost item, you've seen somebody in the battlefield, you need to contact them for whatever reason. The blazon pattern search form would do it. Again, you have to express this in a heraldically correct manner, but you don't have to have the entire blazon. If you need any help, find a somewhat experienced herald, describe the image, they should be able to give you a close enough item. For my own device, if somebody just saw me, you know, wearing this, saw it on my shield, I'm guessing that they might recognize the bear's head. And they might say, oh, the bear's head, you know, kind of jagged. You can go ahead and say, bear's head erased. Assuming a herald would tell you erased. It's the jagged edge. And you could go through here and you could read these and go, no, those aren't the right colors. No, these aren't the right colors. And eventually you might get down here and go, wait, black and green. Yes, okay, bear's head erased. Yes, this was it. This is the guy. And then you'd be able to go on from there and try to track down the person you found. This will only include properly registered items. Some people choose to use a device and not register it. As a herald, I'm going to say it's very frowned upon. I would not include that in the award recommendation because it's not necessarily theirs. That may change later on. They may have recently started the registration process. You could find their submission in Oscar, but if it's in Oscar, which is the submissions process web application, it's not been accepted. It's not official yet. I wouldn't use that either.